Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I got some news updates for you from around the land of smiles today, this Thursday, August 28th. Before we begin, please remember to like and subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. Now, today, we'll be talking about visa crackdowns and QR code rules causing concern in the Pattaya expat community. A deadly landslide hitting rain-soaked Chiang Mai. And a little later, some Thai high-so drama among the family behind one of Thailand's most recognizable hotel brands. But before we get into it, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, and that's these guys up in the corner. That's Vows right there, who is Thailand's #1 real estate portal. If you need to buy, rent, or sell, they got everything you need, 24-hour support, multi-language support, and dare I say, the finest looking team of real estate agents in the country. Also, shout out to those guys because a whole lot of Fazwaz people came through to my comedy show last night, and I wanted to sell you again on my next comedy show, and that's coming up tonight. So, would you mind pulling that up for me, Tan? That is Time to Shine over at Golden Hour. We got some new promo. Tonight you can see the likes of Greg Anderson, Jock Mackay, and myself, stalwarts of the Bangkok comedy scene, as well as we have some other supporting acts too, including Eric James, who was at the show last night, a professional comedian who's been on CBS sitcoms like Mike and Molly, and just run a lot of the shows out in LA for a long time. By the way, that picture of Gregory Anderson is not Gregory Anderson. Hilarious. But yeah, we've changed the show from a ticketed event to a drink minimum event. So if you're in the neighborhood, check out Golden Hour. It's just off Soy 23. And it's also a green thing. But also, we got a special guest tonight too. Can you pop the next one on? We have a very professional comedian coming to headline tonight, and he will be doing a residency with me over the next month. This is Brian Aylward. He's just coming off of his Big in Asia tour, which was featured on Amazon Prime. So you guys can go check out his comedy special on Amazon Prime if you were a subscriber and see Brian Aylward perform some of his best stuff. But he's getting ready to go film his next special, which is going to be in I don't know if I can spoil it. I don't want to tell you where it's going to be shot. You'll have to find out. But he will be practicing. He's going to be getting all of that material ready with sets at my shows over the next month. And the first one is tonight. So I'll be doing lots of new material every single time. And when I tell you, like, there are levels to this game, this man is at the top. He's got more than 20 years of experience. He's just absolutely a riot. Very excited to see him here. So if you got nothing to do tonight, come and have a laugh with us over at Golden Hour. All right, let's move on and let's get into the stories, shall we? Our first story is going to be of big concern to many of our viewers, particularly the ones in Pattaya, as apparently visa crackdowns and QR code rules are fueling worry among the Pattaya expat community. That's right, Pattaya's reputation as a laid-back expat haven is shifting as authorities roll out digital surveillance, cashless payment systems, and tighter visa enforcement. Long-term residents are finding that informal practices, such as inflating bank balances via agents, are quickly vanishing under the push for biometric IDs and blockchain-backed compliance. Many retirees now struggle with opening bank accounts or renewing driver's licenses. Options that once came easily are now severely restricted. Some expats are turning to peer-to-peer apps like PayPal or Venmo to manage transactions, though these come with trade-offs in privacy. I don't know. So this is one of the scary things, right? A lot of people like the old school ways, cash only, pay in that kind of way, and then being able to use these legally gray area services to make the grind of bureaucracy move a little more quickly. Apparently that's being cracked down on, and some things that were easy before are going to be less easy now. But what does this mean? Probably the quicker that you adopt these digital methodologies, you'll have an easier time here in Thailand. But I'm curious to know if any of our viewers have had any issues when it comes to this. We've been hearing a lot of complaints about banking recently. What about your visas? What about your proof of wealth and income from abroad? And even driver's licenses. Has it become more difficult for you? Do let me know in the comments. All right. Real quick, Vimal asks, Alex, what is the best long-term visa option for expats not looking to work? Well, that would be the elite visa, if you got the money. You just got to spend the money, baby. And then all of a sudden, they roll out the red carpet for you. And now they have different tiers of the elite visa. I think they have like gold and bronze or something like that. So, if you're not looking to work, check that out, Vimal. That could be your answer. Otherwise, DTV is another one too. All right, cool. let's move on to our next story, which unfortunately we have a couple of tragic stories that I got to get through, guys, before we can get to the more classic Thaiger stuff. And our first stop is Chiang Mai, where the landslides, after a very rain-soaked couple of days, have claimed 2 lives. So, a heavy rainstorm swept through northern Thailand, triggering a deadly landslide in Ban Pang-ung, Chiang Mai, around 3 a.m. local time. The tragedy occurred as a weakening storm blanketed the region and dropped relentless rain, destabilizing the mountainside. Local authorities confirmed the incident and began coordinating recovery efforts amid worsening weather. The disaster underscores the mounting risks communities face during monsoon season in mountainous terrain. So, terrible stuff. Obviously, you can see there in the footage, absolutely leveling certain areas and villages. And, of course, sometimes, there's warnings out there. You know it's rainy. You know you're in an area prone to the landslides. But, unfortunately, not everybody, it's 3 a.m., right? Like, when this thing happens, people are sleeping. So, it's going to be impossible to even respond to this. Hopefully, the authorities are able to complete those rescue efforts, and hopefully this body count doesn't go up anymore. But guys, we know a lot of our viewers live in Chiang Mai. Be careful and make sure that if you're in an at-risk area, maybe get out while the getting's good, because it can be really bad. Yeah, Kieran says heavy rain here the last 48 hours. Do be safe. And I think that's in Vientiane, even in Laos. So it's going to be bad in a lot of parts of Southeast Asia, taking the brunt of these typhoons that are coming through in monsoon season. All right, let's move on to our next story, which we are off to the border. Sorry, I gotta keep talking about Thailand, Cambodia, as long as news keeps being generated. A landmine blast in Surin leaves a 6th Thai soldier gravely injured. So, near the Thai-Cambodian border at Hill 350 by the Ta Kwai Temple ruins, a soldier stepped on an anti-personnel landmine and lost his right foot. This marks the 6th such serious injury to Thai troops in recent weeks as tensions and mine risks persist along the frontier. The incident highlights ongoing dangers for military personnel assigned to border zones where past conflicts and unmarked explosives remain an invisible threat. It also brings to light broader security concerns in the region. Yikes. So I'm still trying to wrap my head around this, because they've announced, Thailand and Cambodia have announced that, hey, we're going to work together to clear these areas. Patrols are still going out there and not with the equipment, and still getting, blown apart. So obviously there's been accusations of new landmines being placed that were not supposed to be, violations of the Ottawa Treaty. But at the same time, if the Thai army is aware that this is happening too, what measures should be taken by the Thai army to ensure the safety of its own soldiers, right? Sending them out on these patrols, of course, to maintain their territorial integrity as they see it is important, but they should be equipped to make sure that they have like mine detecting tools or something like that. I'm really not sure what the answer is here, but certainly allowing more and more soldiers to get their limbs blown off is an unacceptable result. So, of course, we're going to play the blame game all day, but safety is the name of the game, and hopefully we're not creating martyrs here. These guys can still hopefully live long, full lives, but at the end of the day, something's got to be done. We'll find out. Super sucks, as Damien says. Not good stuff. Now, we got the bad stuff out of the way. We get into some juicy goss. You guys want some gossip? We got some Thai high-so drama, everybody. We're talking about Dusit Thani, and the heir to that throne vows to resist a family coup in the hotel firm. Drama, a little bit of succession in Thailand. Shanin Donavanik, acting chairperson of Dusit Thani PLC and a descendant of its founder, has openly accused his siblings of attempting to oust him by altering governance rules in the family's holding company. He claims they are seeking to replace him with individuals tied to Central Group, an influential developer, to consolidate outside control over the business. The dispute stems from the success of the Dusit Residences project, which has seen over 92% of its units sold, prompting renegotiation of an inheritance split. Shanin vows, "I will never abandon Dusit Thani, even if removed from the board." Ooh. drama. Like, I feel like this is some serious TV stuff right here. But yeah, I think it's interesting that this seems like it was a lot of behind closed doors trying to do some Machiavellian manipulation of the situation. And this guy who is chairman of the board has gone to the public and come out and made statements like, hey, no, this will not stand. So using the press as a weapon here as well. Here I am, part of the problem. Really, obviously, this is much more important within the Thai news community. But I just want to let you know what's going on with the hijinks that have been taking place over at Dusit Thani. Very nice hotels, very nice residences. Have we done any shoots for them? No? Doesn't feel familiar, but anyways, they're 92% sold out at their residences, so they probably don't need our help. But yeah, definitely Thai TV drama material, as Teddy Bear says in the comments. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on that, because I'm just a gossipy little biatch. All right, so can I say that on YouTube? It's too late. All right, one more story before we take a quick break. Any airport goers, I don't know how you get to the airport. I always take a taxi. I don't have a car, but if you do have a car and you drive there, I got some news for you. Don Mueang Airport is set to double its long stay parking fees. You're going to be paying a little bit more. Starting on December 1st, Don Mueang International Airport in Bangkok will raise its maximum parking rate, 7 to 24 hours, from 110 baht to a hefty 250 baht. Hourly rates will also increase significantly. 4 hours will now cost 110 baht, previously 40, and the 7 to 24 hours jump up to 250, as I mentioned before. Airport officials cite rising operational costs and improved service needs as reasons, but many travelers say the hikes are excessive and may prompt a shift toward public transit. Might be the idea, might be a good thing. Drivers are now advised to plan ahead or consider alternative transport to avoid the steep charges. All right, come on, it is a little steep. It is a little bit of a jump, doubling the prices, I guess, but obviously there's a need for it. If they're, overflowing in the car parks, and there is public transport that can take you directly to Don Mueang, maybe that would be a good way to encourage it, I guess. I mean, and honestly, yeah, the parking, if you have your own car, I mean, taking a taxi is going to cost you at least that anyways. So, yeah, just plan accordingly. You still got a few months of leeway for now, but eventually it might be looking a little more, come on, it's green. The public transport, it's nice and new. It's cheaper. That's how I get to Savannahboom. I always take the SkyTrain. A little less convenient getting up to Don Mueang, but still not too bad. But yeah, let me know. How do you get to Don Mueang? This is going to affect you. Let me know in the comments. All right. Good morning, CT. Good morning, Dave Daniels. I'll see you at the show eventually. Yeah, Mark says, prefer leaving the truck at home and grab or bolt. I'm with you there, my friend. I don't have a truck, but so I don't have many options. All right. We'll hear a quick word from our sponsor, and I'll be right back. Hey, and look at that, we're back. Hi. Vows, thank you very much for sponsoring the show and making it possible, along with a special shout out to our members. We got Certain Peace, we got Danny Fan, we got Damian Jester in the house. And if you want me shouting out your name, just become a member. Guys, appreciate you guys very directly supporting it and making this show possible. All right. By the way, we have many more members. Also, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Who just aren't here for the live shows. So thank you guys for supporting as well. And don't forget, I got comedy shows. Come see me, Brian Aylward, Eric James, some of the pros on tonight over at Golden Hour. Cool. And like and subscribe. Done. All right, plug's done. More news. Our next story is about another feel. Is it a feel good? Kind of a feel good. Well, we'll skip the graphic today. Myanmar refugees in Thailand gain the legal right to work. Huh. Well, they were doing it anyways, might as well do it. On August 26th, the Thai cabinet approved a policy allowing long-term Myanmar refugees residing in 9 temporary shelters to legally work under special provisions. Announced on August 27th by the Prime Minister's spokesman, the move was praised for balancing humanitarian values with economic pragmatism. Over 77,000 refugees live in those shelters across Mae Hong Son, Tak, Kanchanaburi, and Ratchaburi, with more than 42,000 of them of working age. The policy aims to reduce state welfare burdens, strengthen the economy, and uphold refugee rights. Well, we've been talking about that a lot lately with, many Cambodians repatriating to Cambodia. That's where they live. And that's greatly affecting the migrant workforce here in Thailand. So I think this is exactly one of those solutions. They've lost tens of thousands of Cambodians. Well, we have tens of thousands of Myanmar refugees who want to work here. Why don't we just give them the right to do that legally? Because obviously there's a lot of Burmese who are working here illegally, allegedly, let's just say. But again, if we're going to accept them as refugees, might as well utilize them as a resource that they are. So good news there. If you are one of those affected Burmese, we do get a lot of Burmese watching us, actually. English. They don't speak Thai that well. Check out the news. Now you can work legally, hopefully, and make Thailand your home while things are still a little unsettled back in Myanmar. All right. Fun stories at the end. Second to last story. Can we show this on YouTube? Well, we're going to. Naked dash for love. A Phatthalung man blames spirits Vow, not Mischief, for his streaking? Let's call it. A 22-year-old man ran naked through a community in Phatthalung late at night, claiming he'd vowed to streak if he ever found his true love. Though he hasn't met anyone yet. Jumping the gun there, my friend. Locals reported the incident to police, who later found him climbing over his gated home and returning before being stopped. His grandmother confirmed he suffers from mental illness and had exhibited similar behavior previously. No charges were filed. Neighbors dispersed after the scare, while the grandmother reprimanded him and took him inside to rest. I just imagine her grabbing him by the ear, like, what the hell are you doing? I also love, hey, I will streak if I ever find my love. Well, did you find her? Well, no. Well, what are you going to do when you do? Boy, dating's hard these days, huh, Ton? It's rough out there. Okay, what do you do when Tinder's not working and you can't do a meet cute at the bar or something like that? You just put yourself out there, apparently. Don't go streaking? I don't know. What is this? It reminds me of Will Ferrell from Old School. We're going streaking. Nobody else is doing it with you. Okay. The things we do for love. Good God. All right. Our last story. This last story, a little bit near and dear to my heart. Look, it's a little promo-y, but I'm just proud of one of my best friends, Jericho. He's a fantastic guy, a restaurateur. And guess what? He has a whole line of restaurants, now multiple, called Bianca. Bianca has launched Thailand's biggest Italian eatery over at ICONSIAM. So, Bianca, a modernized Italian restaurant, well, look at all that. That's the before picture. We need the after. There it is. All right, cool. Is evoking a second home ambiance. And it has opened its largest Thailand branch on ICONSIAM's 6th floor. It's right near the Pop Mart, which is making everybody go crazy, with sweeping views of the Chao Phraya River. The venue accommodates up to 120 guests. You all right over there, zombie? Plus 20 on an outdoor terrace. Perfect for romantic dinners, family meals, or group gatherings. Menu highlights include fresh, scratch-made pizza, wood-fired pizzas, or pasta, excuse me. You get it all. Risotto, Wagyu steak, and indulgent desserts like the tiramisu, which is award-winning, I might add, alongside over 60 Italian wines and crafted cocktails. Guests are welcome to experience Bianca's warm hospitality elevated by the riverside panorama. Not only that, they got Bianca's in M-Sphere and in Scion Paragon. Holy Belly is another one of their restaurants. Lava over in Tonglar. All great food. All menus designed by the one, the only, the great Jericho Vanderwolf. Congratulations, guys, on your big new opening. And I was already there. I was there for the soft opening. Amazing food, amazing talent in the kitchen, and amazing service. Congratulations, guys. All right. Cool. That'll do it for the news, everybody. I would like to remind you that we are more than just this YouTube channel. We have a digital newspaper, of course, thetiger.com, where you can see all sorts of new article updates throughout the day, much more than we cover here on the show. We also got social media. You can go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X videos. Just kidding. We're not there yet. We can also go to ASEANnow.com, which is Thailand's largest expat forum, where you can continue the conversation just like many of our live viewers do here. Don't forget, Good Morning Thailand is a live show. Happens every day at 9:30 a.m. Thai time. And by Thai time, I mean sometimes 9:30, sometimes 9:35. we'll be there eventually. For now, I will remind you to like and subscribe and come out to my comedy show, and I will dive into the comments and see what you guys have to say. Cool. Oh yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thethaiger.com and join the conversation.